minding my business, humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I used to think that life was cold and lonely when you up and left me, sadness overwhelming. Oh, me, I'm out and about. Last night I cried, I thought I'd die without you. I'm happy again. Life is a blessing if I think of you. Ain't a thing that I've been missing. I'm here on my own, just singing this song. Now that you're gone, I'm happy alone. Just me, myself, and I.
Wow.
And with that, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter presents. Oh, this is going to be a great episode already. Good thing there's nobody watching live. Take two, because no one else will notice, because I'll cut out the rest. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter presents NightWatch, the prequels number 5. What happened to number 4, you ask, titled Sink or Swim? Thank you. Oh, I have you guys in the wrong spot, too. All of this time, and I didn't bother to move you guys around. There's no difference between Cedric and Michael, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, we are interchangeable, I've been told many times.
Usually by me, but that's...
I think you might be face blind.
I have this great beard going on that I shaved this morning.
Anyway, I am Adam. I am your keeper of arcane lore tonight. Let's introduce the rest of the guys. Let's start with Kemchan, because I can pick him out.
I am usually the odd one in the group. Yes, I.
In every sense of the word.
In every. I am playing our intrepid investigative journalist Jerome Biggins, who apparently is going headfirst into the Atlantic right now.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And again, I don't plan for this game, guys. So I came up...
Wait. Does this means you planned for the other game?
I mean, sort of, but you guys take it so far off the rails that we eventually get to this point there as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
That one, someone else planned it for me. I'm fine. There are modules to find, although we're talking about our Dragonlance game, for those of you who don't know. And in this last, or the current module that we're playing, Dragons of Faith, Harold Johnson and Bruce Hurd wrote a bunch of shit down. We have done none of it.
But somehow we're still in book 5.
We're still. This is book 12.
12.
And yeah, book 12 we've done none of, really. There may have been some things we may have mentioned here or there, but really nothing so far. And I think we're up to 12 episodes in that particular adventure module. But you can check that out, wherever you listen to podcasts, by searching for Dragonlance Chronicles until the cease and desist. Or you can watch it here on Twitch and YouTube live around 9-ish, 9:30, somewhere thereabouts. And whenever we bother to play it. And you can also check out by going to YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter. That's also our Twitch handle. Going into the playlists, look for Dragonlance, and you will see all of our old episodes there. Sedge, let's go to you.
Hello, I'm Sedge. I play in this game Dr. Solomon Gribb, and I'm not in the ocean, but I've got other problems.
Yeah. I don't know what's better, to be honest with you. And then last but certainly not least, Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael. I'll be playing Quinn Quigley, who is really truly out of his element here aboard this ship, crashing into the ocean and everything. This is totally not what Quinn Quigley would consider to be a good time.
And Quinn Quigley's a good time guy.
Yes, absolutely. You know,
but this is not one of those times.
maybe spending some time playing some billiards, hanging out, flirting with various peoples. That's a good time. This is not it.
It seemed like, though, early on New Year's Eve, when we first encountered these characters, when you were at a bar talking to a hot dame.
Right. Flirting.
Sounded good early on, and has
It
gone
was good then, yeah.
ever since.
Downhill, yeah.
So that brings us to antecedently on NightWatch. The group was kidnapped, some together, some separately, by a mysterious organization known as the Tiger Claws. And while they have seen some of the lackeys and have fought off some of the lackeys on a ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean heading south, originally toward Brazil, no idea what direction you're headed now. They don't know much or really anything about this organization other than they have been captured to participate in the greatest game of all, the hunt
For Red October.
Probably of man. So, the group then had, at one point, taken over the ship. That didn't work out so great, as they were attacked by some mysterious half-man, half-bear type dudes. Pardon me.
All right.
Yes, I think I'll live. This is the end. Must finish game before death takes me. Already started the fucking stream. Must carry on. Anyway, while searching the boat for a lifeboat in which to escape their fate, they found one. Good news. Bad news. Last time this happened, I had COVID, so let's hope that's not going on again. I just got my vaccination as well.
Keep it on that side of the mic.
Yeah. If I get COVID after getting this vaccine, I'm going to be annoyed. Anyway, just because it was a waste of 30 minutes, more than anything. Otherwise, it was painless. But they were just about to jump into this life raft when half bear, half lion. Think of a centaur. But instead of a human and a horse, it's a bear lion.
Which happens.
A naked lion?
Yeah, they're all naked. Although the lion is wearing Speedos. The lion is the horse, the bear is the man in this centaur.
Is it the whole torso of the bear?
Yeah.
So it's got 4 legs and 2 bare arms.
Yes.
Wow.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
So that obviously got them a little bit nervous when they saw this thing attacking. So they jump into the boat. They're trying to cut the ropes. Biggins has a knife. Grim has a gun. Quinn has Jules Ulrich, who was unconscious at the time.
Right.
And bang! Dr. Solomon Grimm. Oh no, did you miss or did you hit? I don't remember. You hit, right?
He hit.
I dropped the boat with my last bullet.
Yeah, so you shot. So the boat then tipped because Biggins was not able to cut the rope in time.
Yeah.
So half of the boat was hanging down. The other part was still tied to the ship. Everybody except for Grimm slid out of the boat, dropped into the Atlantic right next to the moving ship going at 14 knots. 14 knots is pretty fast, guys. Certainly there are faster boats there today, but 14 knots is no joke. Grimm, holding on to the boat, shoots the other rope. As the boat falls into the water, and he's starting to think, well, at least I'll be okay. He sees this lion, bear, centaur thing jump off of the boat, heading down right at him, and that is where we pick up tonight's adventure. Hello, Lord Forth, and welcome. Nobody else is here because they're all watching the Tyson fight. So we're going to start with Solomon Grimm.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Is this a grab the oars kind of boat? Oh,
There are oars. Yep, they're in the boat.
I suppose the only option is to try to get a hold of them and just try to heave the boat out from under this approaching critter.
All right. Are you going to take the time to put them through those little oar handles? What do you call those things?
Orlocks.
Oarlocks?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I've always heard called.
No, we might just have to grab one and try to gondolier it out of here.
Canoe style.
Yeah, canoe it out of here.
All right. So, I
Doesn't have to move much, just enough to get out from under the.
Yeah, so you're trying to move the boat. Roll me and I should open up a character sheet so I know how to play this game. Or, at least know what to talk about. On the sheet. Is there some sort of boat? Sailing? No, there's no sailing.
They're swimming.
Would be more just a feat of strength.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say originally. I just wanted to see if there was anything else more appropriate for this, but
My
no.
strength isn't great, but could happen.
Yeah, so give me a strength roll.
That's real bad.
All right, so you are basically these are big oars. It's kind of a big boat, and one person trying to row it like a canoe is you're turning it. You're not really moving, but you're turning. You're also fighting against the riptide that's being created by the ship that's moving next to you. Now the ship is moving further away from you very quickly. I'm gonna roll for Lion Bear. This is a luck roll, and that was close. But As you're trying to do this, the lion bear comes crashing down, just misses the boat, but is able to grab onto it with one of his big bear claws. So he's got like an arm in the boat. It pulls the boat sort of almost under the water again. This boat is filling up pretty quickly too, because you already had some water in there from when you crash landed into the ocean originally. This bear is holding on to it. However, the weight of the lion's body is pulling it down. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, house cat
You
over
are
here!" and
under
start
the water.
splashing.
We're not even talking about you. We haven't got.
Oh,
to
I'm
you
under
guys
the
yet.
water, drowning. Got it.
Yeah, you guys are already. We'll get to you momentarily.
Did you not bring your backup characters?
Oh, that's fine. I can drown.
Yeah, you
well,
guys. We'll get to you. All of this will be happening simultaneously, but we're just starting with what we can see right now.
Well, I suppose the only sensible thing to do in a situation like this is to poke him in the nose with the oar.
All right.
Just try to shove him off, not try to even really do damage.
Sure.
Or
So,
Or slap his hand, yeah.
Give me we'll call it a brawl because you are attacking him with this oar.
Well, that's even worse than my strength. There goes nothing. That's even worse.
96 versus 25 is
It wouldn't matter if I had a high score.
So not only as you try to take the oar now, you pull it out of the water, you try to bang this thing in the nose,
Oh, he's got the oar.
and he swats it, and it knocks out of your hand into the ocean.
Oh man.
Good thing there's 2 oars.
Good thing there are 2 oars. Captain Mymorph is looking for some sort of drawing, which we haven't done in like 3 years. So you
Worth a
win.
shot.
Good news is you win. Bad news is there's no prize. No woman, no prize. All right. This bear is trying to.
If I'm still up, I'm grabbing the other orange. I got nothing left to do.
Yeah.
But
So
keep
right
trying.
now the bear is trying to pull itself onto your boat, so the boat is tipping backward. You are able to, because this thing is heavy, you are able to grab the other oar.
And I just gotta poke at his hands or whatever. A bear. Does a bear have hands?
I think
Paws?
paws, yeah,
Paws.
not really, yeah.
Yeah.
They can't use scissors.
No, they don't have opposable thumbs.
Have you ever
even
seen one
better.
try though? Pretty funny.
You should have seen my barber. Yeah, well, I got 1 oar left. I'll keep trying to get him off.
All right, give me another
Brawl
brawl.
again.
Extreme success.
Went from a 96 to a 2.
Yeah, so
That
this
other
thing,
oar was defective.
yeah, blame it on the oar. So this the bear is really struggling because again, the lower half is a lion. And you ever see a lion try to climb onto a boat?
I can say that I have.
The correct answer was yeah, once. Anyway, it's hard to do. So, and again, this thing is also very oddly proportioned because clearly it was not originally, it wasn't born like this. Let's put it that way. So, as it's struggling to get its big ass lion body onto this boat with no opposable thumbs, by the way, we've already established. You then whack this thing right in the elbow. That elbow was holding
funny
on
bone.
to everything, and that fucking hurts. You guys know what that feels like. So the elbow slips off of the boat, and the whole beast slides into the water. It is still trying to swim toward you, but it is in the water. What are you gonna do?
Row away from it.
All right, give me another strength.
There's nothing. That's bad again.
75. At least that's just a regular failure. So, your mother was right about you. So that kind of makes you feel bad about yourself a little bit. But
Kick me off a rowing team.
But I know. You think back. Cut to 15 years ago, when you were trying out for the crew team at school, and what happened? You dropped an oar into the water, blamed it on a half bear, half lion monstrosity, and everybody laughed at you.
Well, they're not laughing now.
No. Lord Forth says, feed the lion the unconscious guy. That would be helpful if the unconscious guy wasn't already under the water with the two conscious guys. Dr. Solomon Grimm is on the boat alone, splashing around. You are very slowly starting to move in a direction. Again, part of the problem is that you're trying to move in the same direction that the ship you were on was going, but all of the water that's being pushed towards you by the motor. The wake. Thank you. That is exactly what I was looking for. A little late though. You could have helped out a little earlier, but you got it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun to watch you struggle.
I appreciate that. So it's really hard to move quickly in this scenario. That being said, it is also very difficult for the bear lion to swim in this bullshit, otherwise known as a wake. Let's cut to the other guys.
Oh boy.
Quinn and Jerome, you have fallen into... Where the fuck did Michael go?
Mike, god damn it.
I'm right here.
Your camera.
That's
Oh.
weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Anyway, we'll start with Jerome,
Alright.
then get to Quinn, since you did fall in separately.
Okay.
Jerome, splash into the water right after Quinn, who was holding on to Jules.
Sploosh.
What I'm going to need from you is give me a swim check. Disadvantage. Why is it disadvantage, you ask? Well, there's something, you know, when a boat moves and that water that rushes by, it's called a wake. And
That's what it's called.
this is news for you. I know this. I'm helping. I'm teaching you something here. So you need to try to fight against the wake.
Okay.
And not be pulled under and get caught up in the propellers.
Gotcha. Okay.
Michael, since you're back, you need to do the same thing. However, you need to also make a decision.
Oh, I let him go. I had already let him go.
Decision made, no issue.
Before they hit the water.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like, this is somebody I met like
Unless he has a life jacket on.
minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Jerome knows Jules, but Quinn
Yeah.
really doesn't.
No,
So
you all are
Is there-
strangers to me.
okay. So you need a swim check from me, is that it?
A swim check for both of you with disadvantage as you fight against the wake.
I don't know, how do we do...
Just
okay.
roll it twice and
Do it
take the worst
twice.
one.
Did it come up?
Yeah, you got it. Both of you failed
really
the first
matter.
one. Roll again, though. Let's just see, because you might get a real bad one, a fumble. Yeah. Well, you both did worse, but not
Okay.
quite a fumble. You guys are really struggling here.
Sure.
You are getting pulled under the boat. God knows what happens to Jules. You can only hope that his body hits the propeller first and clogs that motherfucker up.
Jesus. Actually, we could hope the buy-in. That's what I'm calling it. Clogs up the propellers.
Yeah, that's still up above. So that
Be a
hasn't
liar. That's good.
All right. I will need a Constitution roll from both of you.
Okay.
Don't suppose there's a lifesaver on this lifeboat.
Roll me a luck roll.
I have a success.
Well, you have a 90. You got it by, and you had an 88. So
Yeah. Barely.
That's a failure for Dr. Grimm. Dr. Grimm, you are starting to take in water. And that was a failure for your luck. There is no light. If there was, it's who knows what happened to it when the boat went all haywire. So, Grim. Nope, I lied to you. Biggins, things are looking grim for right now for you. I will need from both of you another swim check. Jerome with disadvantage. Quinn just straight up.
God damn it.
No.
Still struggling. Oh, that's going to be really hard when you get that failure. There it is. All right. Since you succeeded on the first one. Yeah, you are just tumbling and tumbling under this, in this wake. Roll me a luck check, Jerome.
Luck.
That was good for you. You get sucked under the water, under the ship. It's dark.
Sound good.
So you don't see anything. However, you can feel the propeller
Oh jeez.
almost brush past your cheek as you go flying past it under the water.
Oh my god. Oh
You have no idea where you are. You're still under the water. I'm going to need a Constitution check from you. However, you did not get stuck in the propeller.
Yay. Constitution.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, not great, but not awful.
Yeah.
You did swallow some more water, so you're gonna lose one hit point, or whatever we call it in this game.
Yeah.
They're hit points.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, so losing one. Okay. that's not
Quinn,
bad.
roll me another swim. Now
Failed again. Must have drowned.
Now you're gonna need a Constitution save, or a Constitution roll. Excuse me. Success.
See it again.
You're still able to hold your breath, but you're struggling. Quinn. Nope. Grim. Damn it.
We didn't do this on purpose.
Roll me another strength.
All right. It's still bad.
All right. So, yeah, you're not really getting that far. Quinn, roll me a luck.
Sure.
Hard success. You pop out of the water. Head, obviously not all of you. That would be weird.
like a penguin.
Pooh! Like a missile. Your head pops out of the water. And you hit the back of your head against the boat. You will take 1 hit point of damage. And then give me a dexterity check to see if you can grab onto the boat.
Oh, I don't want to.
Okay.
Oh, the ship? I don't want to grab the ship.
No. The lifeboat.
Oh,
The
okay.
ship is already moving past you.
All right.
So that's a regular success. So you are able to grab onto not the top of it, but one of the ropes alongside. So now you sort of like your body turns and you're up against, like your back is up against the boat. Your right arm is holding onto a rope. And you hear some growling and a slapping sound, and you feel the boat sort of come out of because you're at the front of the boat, come out of the water. So you come out of the water, really your entire torso now as you're holding onto this rope is out of the water, and then come slamming back down. So now briefly you're under the water again, but quickly because you're holding onto the rope, you pop back up, able to breathe again. And it seems like the boat now, besides with the rocking of it in the wake of the ship, thank you, Kemchan, that it is much calmer than it was. So you were at the point where Solomon has knocked the beast off of the back of the boat. Solomon is trying to...
Just splashing around.
Yeah. He's using the wrong end of the oar to try to move the boat. He's holding onto the fat end. And he's basically just stabbing the water with the other part of the boat. And you are holding on with dear life. Biggins. I'm gonna need another swim roll.
Could it just be a straight roll?
We're gonna let you do it straight up now.
Thank you.
Still a massive failure.
God damn it.
As you continue to just tumble in the water backwards, away from the ship, away from, you don't even know this, but away from the life raft. I want you to make me a luck roll.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hard success. That's good
Nice.
news. Because
Don't die.
you're able to get to somehow right yourself, get your head above water. And as you take in that deep breath, what do you see coming at you?
The boat? No.
A liar, a bear, what is it, a Blair? What we're calling this thing? A buy-in coming at you. Now this thing is also panicking.
Of course.
It doesn't see you. But it is also rolling ass over tea kettle under the water.
Great.
And it is not designed for to swim by any stretch of the imagination.
Naval combat.
This is exactly. This is a very awkward being in the water. That being said, it is coming right at you.
Great.
What are you going to do?
I am going going to swim away from it.
You know what to roll
quickly.
then.
Yay. Swim.
Oh, that was so close. Do you want to use any luck points to turn that into a success?
Yes, I do.
Now, again, you use them, they're gone.
I know. Well, let's see.
But then again, if you
Don't
don't use
use
them,
them.
so are you.
Yeah, exactly. Where are my luck points?
Up top with the strength and intelligence and stuff.
Okay. There we go. Luck.
Nice. That is a success. Oh, you just no. You're not rolling it. You're taking points away, and you need 2 points of luck to make that a success. Sorry, I wasn't clear on that. So you can take away 2 points of your total
Oh, I see.
and add it and subtract it from your roll, which will give you a
Gotcha.
success.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I'll
So
do
instead
that.
of a 55, you'll be down to 53.
53. Got it. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Which is still
let's
pretty
do
good.
that. Yeah.
All right, so you're able to swim away as this thing comes splashing and panicking and going right past you. Again, the wake is pushing it and you, but you're able to push it away. Now, are you swimming? You know what? I'll use your luck roll that you gave there. So now you are swimming, at least on the side of the wake of the ship where the life raft is versus the other side.
Gotcha.
You don't really see the life raft very well, although it's kind of like a black spot on the black water
Right.
and sky. You do see, though, the lights of the ship getting further, and this is all of you, further and further away in the distance. You do still hear the alarms going off, although it is much quieter in the background now.
All right.
So let's cut to Grim.
Oh, if I see him try to get on the boat, I will.
Roll me is there a perception or a spot hidden, I think it's called on this thing?
There's a spot hidden, yeah.
Yeah, roll me a spot hidden.
No.
No, you do not. There's a lot going on, and it's dark, so you do not notice Quinn hanging from the side of the boat, because it's also, you're in the back, he's in the front. A lot going on, or you're sort of in the middle. Well, you'd have to be toward the back if you were swiping at this thing. So you're in the back half of the boat. Quigley, what would you like to do?
I guess I would call out and say, hey, I'm over here.
Are you going to try to climb onto the boat or just hang there and hope he can help you?
Nope, I call out and say, hey, I'm over here. I don't
All
want
right.
to capsize the boat.
You do hear that.
Yeah. I'll throw down the oar. Make sure it stays inside the boat. And go grab him by the wrists and see if I can. Again, my strength is not great, but I'll do my best.
All right. Both of you roll me a strength roll.
No. I did.
That's a failure for those of you listening at home.
Not quite an extreme failure, so that's good.
It's a failure by Quinn. It's hard to do because the boat's rocking. You don't want to come a knocking, and trying to balance this out is difficult. You're also both exhausted at this point too. You are able to continue hanging on to that rope, so you will get another opportunity. So give me another strength roll, both of you.
Just as bad.
It's getting worse. Yeah, this is tough. It's tough to do. The boat, again, the boat is rocking, but you still have some of that wake from the ship. Again, you're very tired. I'll also point out that this is the second consecutive game, including our Sunday game, where Michael has just let Chuck's character drop into the sea, never to be seen again.
Technically, that one was a river.
That was a river, the last one.
And he could be he could survive that. He just won't know who he is.
Yes, it is the river Styx. But yes, this is becoming a pattern.
I drown Chuck and I swallow you.
Yeah. Yikes.
Okay.
No, we're not even going to put context to that. We're not. All right. Biggins. What are you going to do as these two are trying to get Quigley onto the boat?
I'm also going to try to get. I'm going to try to swim to the other side of the boat so we don't tip it over.
All right, you're going to have to give me a swim roll because you are still fighting the wake.
Swimming, right? Yeah, I'm so good at swimming.
No, you're not. You're just again. You're very tired.
Sure.
You've taken out quite a bit of water.
Right.
So you're struggling against the wake of the ship still. But it feels like every time you make any progress, your arms get too tired and you start to float backwards a little bit. The good news is that you do not see the
bear lion.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Sure.
Whatever it was.
Sounds good.
All right.
As long as it's floating away, that's fine.
So we'll say, just for the sake of expediency, eventually, and it takes some time, probably almost an hour, but all of you are able to to climb onto the boat. Each of you roll me a luck check, and you want at least 2 of you to succeed. That's 1 hard success, a failure, and another hard success. All right, so the good news is that the boat doesn't take on any additional water. The bad news is it does, it has taken on water already.
I'll begin bailing it out with my hat, of course.
Sure.
A la Indiana Jones, somehow I still have it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so so you can start bailing out the water. You have 1 oar. Everything else that was in this boat for life-saving purposes has long since fallen out. So you're in basically an empty boat. The life raft is built for 10 people. So there's plenty of room for you, so that's the good news.
Great. Oh, I would like to retcon slightly. I would like to say that I pulled up the unconscious body.
Yeah. That's really nice of you to think of it. But no, he's gone.
Is he gone? No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't sing. Your bodies don't just sing. They float.
I'm not saying I'm just saying. All right, now that everybody is in. Well, I'll even let you retcon this to while you're in the water.
Okay.
Roll me
a
spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
Yeah. It's down below the.
There we go. Gotcha.
Success. The problem is that you don't see it. Roll me a luck.
I don't see.
There's nothing. I mean, what do you? All right. How are you going to search for? You going under?
I mean, like I said, he's probably floating. I could
keep in mind.
See him. Yeah, it's night.
It's night.
Okay.
You guys fell into the water right next to a big ship.
Yes.
Moving at 14 knots.
Which I looked up. It's
Okay.
not that fast. It's not as fast.
From the
as you think.
1930s, it was, asshole.
Okay. All right.
But again, if you're in the water next to a large ship moving 14 knots.
Okay. Yes. That's not optimal.
Right.
I gotcha.
You're going to be pushed under and
Yes.
away.
Yes, you will.
So-
Well, if I was, listen, I'm me being a conscious swimming body
Right, who was not,
Trying to-
who wasn't doing
not-
well.
who wasn't doing well, right? So I have to assume that an unconscious body, just going with the flow of the water, would somewhere be around me, since I also got pushed out.
To
with it.
you, and that's
And again,
that is some logic.
I'm counting on luck. I'm counting
You're
on
counting
a lot
on
of
luck.
here.
So,
That
but
we
to
would
use
be
that logic will also
Yeah.
mean that
Uh-huh.
so is your Blair, whatever the fuck it was called.
Okay. Well, that's also a lot heavier than us, and covered in fur and
Yeah,
wet.
but yeah. Well, and you have 4 limbs in which to try to swim. It has 6, and that was and that's not unconscious. So that thing is fighting to stay up
it's fighting to stay up.
versus
But
an unconscious dude.
I kicked it away. You said that. I kicked it away.
Let's see.
You said that.
Give me a luck. Both you want Chuck to be close by, then so is this lion
Yes.
there.
Okay, fair.
So with your success in spot hidden and your failure in luck, you spot the lion bear.
Great.
It is
Now, there is a thing in this game you can push your roll and make
Yeah,
it
let's
a
talk about that,
success.
Michael, because
But- It can also make it worse.
right.
So you can push it and say, no, I really did succeed, and push it and roll again. But if it fails, then you get told the outcome of the failure before you push the roll. So, but if the outcome of the failure is usually much worse than it would be to begin with.
Right. The outcome of the failure would be you do see Jules Ulrich's body,
Okay.
and it's just the body floating there dead. So you could push it, and if you succeed, you see Jules Ulrich fighting for life.
Okay.
If you fail, he's dead.
All right. So it's another luck.
Or you can choose not to.
Or
do
you
it.
can choose not to have seen him and just see the lion bear.
No, I want to try to save him.
All right.
Oh.
Then let's play Push Your Luck.
Big money, no whammies.
Right. All right. So another luck roll, right?
Another
Right,
luck
that's
roll. A success!
Yes. Nice.
You do see the floating body of Jules Ulrich.
Awesome.
How close is it to the flyer?
It's right. It's on top of it. No, it's about probably 10 feet from the lion bear. What are you gonna do? You spot it in the water.
I'm gonna grab him by his collar and swim to the boat.
All right, now you're gonna need a swim check.
I know. God damn it. Should have let him drown. All right. Swim.
That is a failure.
God damn it.
You can use 30 luck points to make that, or you can try to
No.
push it again.
I'll push it.
Push it real
What's
good.
the consequences of failure?
The consequences of failure is That
I lose him, and
I
he
mean,
dies.
one of you will drown,
Okay.
and I'll even let you choose.
Oh, it's gonna be him. I mean, if it's me or him, come on. I'm trying
I
over
was trying
here.
to see how
I'm really
altruistic
trying.
you were here.
No. All right, one more luck roll.
This is a swim roll.
Oh, I hit luck. Sorry.
That's okay.
What-
We've ignored the
what
luck failure.
Okay, good. All right, swim.
That is a failure.
God damn it. All right. I tried, buddy.
Yeah, you are not able to well, you sort of grab him, but as you're trying to pull him through the water, as you're trying to swim, again, a lot of waves, very difficult to do. He's taking on more and more water. You let go of him with one big wave crashing down. He goes under. And that is the last you see of Jules Ulrich.
God damn
And you're also not making it anywhere near this boat either with these rolls you're rolling.
it. Great.
The two of you do notice, because again, we've retconned him getting into the boat. The two of you do notice as you're trying to bail the water out here, that behind you is Jerome Biggins splashing around in the water, and also splashing around the water, now about 10, 15 feet away from him, is the lion bear.
Now, we could choose to just paddle away,
That
and
is a
that lion
choice.
bear will stay busy.
Well, I'm useless with this, so you take the oar. I can't paddle anywhere, apparently. I'll do the bailing.
Okay, I can try. I'll try paddling the boat back there, and I'll reach out with the oar when I think I'm close enough to do so, and let him grab a hold and then yank him in.
Okay, so let's start with the rowing. You gotta turn this boat around and row backwards. I'm gonna need 2 strength checks from you.
Okay.
That's
Success.
first success. You're able to turn the boat around. Second roll is a close failure.
Too bad.
Yeah, you're making your way there. It's just very, very slowly. You're trying to basically keep yourself upright, in this boat because it's rocking very precariously from side to side. Jerome. Oh, I forgot to roll for my lion bear. Oof. Shit, I gotta. Where is he? Bear with me a moment.
Grr.
He does not have a swim at all, of course. I will say that with a 69,
Nice.
he's able to perform cunnilingus on himself. However,
He's
he's
a cat
not.
creature, so
He's not able to really make any progress to swim towards you. All right, so the lion is doing just as poorly as you are, effectively.
Great.
Could be worse. He could be doing better than you.
That's true.
All right.
That's
Biggins, we'll go back to... Actually, Grim, what are you doing?
Well, I'm bailing water, and then if we get close enough to help haul him on, then I'll do that.
And don't lose my hat.
Romeo, no, just kidding. that
Roll strength to hold
the
on.
hat has plot armor. All right. Biggins, give me another swim.
Swim.
A fumble.
Fucking hell.
That's not good. Roll me a Constitution check.
There we go.
Hard success. Lucky.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. You though you're going backwards though. The wake is pushing you in the wrong direction. Roll me a luck to see if Jules's body gets to that lion before you do. Hard success. Good news for you.
Well, there we go. We fed him to the lion after all.
Wow. Okay.
You notice as you're looking behind you as you're panicking now, which is probably why you're going backwards. Jules's body pop out in the water right where this lion bear is. Now you don't want to look too long because otherwise, you're just going to be right there with them. Quinn, rather. Give me another strength if you're going to try to continue rowing toward him.
Sure.
Extreme success. You were able
Success.
to get that boat over to Biggins.
Nice.
I've actually managed to catch one of those waves, get the boat right up on it,
Yeah, you're
and
like
the wave
surfing.
itself surfs the boat right down, and I land perfectly
Yeah.
beside. And I'm like, hey, you want to ride down there, or are you just going to keep treading water?
No, get me up.
With
Damn
a
it.
cool wit like that, you could be an action hero.
I put the paddle down so you can climb up it.
All right, you are able to climb into the boat.
Great.
You do see as the lioness bear is splashing around Jules Ulrich's body. What do you do?
Start paddling in the other direction, or in the opposite direction away from it,
All right.
not towards it.
So you can go, there's 3 directions. If, let's say, and again, you have no idea which is north, south, east, or west at this point, but let's say the lion bear is the North Star.
Okay.
You don't want to go north. Going south will mean turning around the boat entirely.
I'll just turn to the right,
Got it.
so west,
All right.
or east rather.
Roll me one more strength. Another
So
hard
it's a
success.
hard success. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm paddling for all I'm worth.
Yeah. And you paddle and paddle and paddle. The two of you, one with Quinn's hat, the other with just your hands, cold and raw and numb at this
Hey,
point.
take your shoe off and use it instead.
He says,
Okay.
Using your hands.
I think your hands are just going to be as useful as a shoe. But
Yeah.
Well, a shoe, at least you can get some water in your hands, is nothing.
you don't know how to cup. That's what I've just learned. You're not a good hand cupper.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. A shoe will fit way more than that.
Yeah, I'm wearing my rubber rain boots, you know?
Yeah, that was on perfect. Unless you're wearing
Sandals.
sandals. Yeah.
Jerome always wears flip-flops.
Oh.
Even in the winter.
God.
Yeah, so you guys are able to, for a couple of hours, you're getting as much of the water out of the boat as you can, and it's most of it. The boat is in surprisingly good condition. Obviously, it did take a bit of a hit, so there's some some splinters in the front, but it's not taking on any more water than it did from that original crash. And you guys are just exhausted after a while. You're in complete darkness. You don't hear or see anything really besides, the very, very, very dim moonlight poking through the cloudy skies. You feel like you have lost the lion bear, and therefore also Jules Ulrich. May he rest in peace.
He would have been a good source of protein, though.
He would have been some. Yeah, so now you're all eyeing each other to see who would be the next best source of protein. You were in the middle of the Atlantic. What would you like to do?
I'd like to pass out of exhaustion.
Yeah. Understandable. Are you going to set up any watches, or are you all going to...
I'll watch. I'll take first watch.
Yeah, this concept of watch is meaningless to me. If I get tired, I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm not a sailor. I'm not in the Navy.
Yeah, all right.
But,
Yeah,
that said, I'm going to see if I can maybe kind of figure out where we are based upon
any
where
luck when the
it's
sun
going.
comes up, we'll be able to see land, but
Or at least take note of which direction the sun comes up in.
Yeah.
So we know where that's at.
Are there star? Wait, is it?
Very cloudy skies. Very cloudy.
God damn it! Of course. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait till the sun comes up then.
You didn't think I was going to make it that easy for you, did you?
Good hope.
I mean, we killed off Chuck's character. He's not even here.
If we're in the southern hemisphere, the odds are none of us would know what star to look at anyway. So,
Yeah. None of you are of the nautical type either.
I mean,
Or-
we may have heard of the Southern Cross. but I doubt
I'm an
anybody
amateur
knows how to
astronomer. It
use
says
it.
so right here on my character sheet.
Does it really?
What's
No, no, it doesn't.
Nice try, though. Yeah, so the two of you, Solomon and Quinn, just find, as dry a spot as you can to, which is not super dry, but at least not soaking wet, just damp. Well, you guys are soaking wet, so it really doesn't matter. Actually, Solomon is not in terrible condition. He's wet, but not as wet as the others of you were just soaked to your skin. So it's cold. Difficult to sleep. Jerome, you stay awake looking around for the stars or the sun or anything that you can see. And nothing is there. What would you like to do during your time here as the others are sleeping?
I guess kind of see what's in the boat. If there was anything in the boat, it's probably out now, right?
Yeah, basically the only thing that you have at your disposal from this boat are some cut ropes.
Cut ropes, not even the oars.
There is one
Not
oar.
even one oar. Okay.
So there are, again, built-in benches that are it's big enough to fit 10 people.
Right. Usually, whatever. Okay.
What are we gonna say? Let's see.
I was gonna say usually there's on a lifeboat there is a bolted down lockbox, at least under one of the benches or the front or the back.
You're right about that. So let's give me a luck roll to see if that thing is still intact.
Okay.
Oh, extreme success! The
There we
lockbox is there.
The box is there. It should have flares.
Yep, you have a flare gun with 2 flares.
Okay.
There's a first aid kit.
Cool. And a compass.
And what?
And a compass.
Sure. There's a compass.
Yay! All right. Cool.
And there's even some, because of that extreme success, there's even a little bit of food in there.
Hey.
Chips,
Some
biscuits.
protein
And we'll
bars.
say a flashlight.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Leave
So
that flashlight off. We don't want them finding us.
Yeah, we also
You're
need
shut
that
up. You're
battery.
asleep.
Yeah.
Light goes a long ways in the dark.
Quinn Quigley talks in his sleep, and that's what he says.
Well, I'm going to eat something.
All right. Yes.
Eat a little something, and check the direction on the compass. Which way's
Yeah.
north?
There's
try and
basically
figure
just
out.
like food and jerky, basically, in this.
Yeah. And try and establish which way to at least start to row.
Which direction would you like to go?
Well, again, we were heading south. We were on the eastern seaboard of the United States.
Yes.
So I want to...
That was before all hell broke loose, but yes.
Right. So I want to head west.
Land would be west, yeah.
Land,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, technically, land would be in either direction.
Yeah.
Land
Well-
will be much closer to the west.
Considering the
Yeah.
Earth is flat, there's a...
And,
yes, you are able to determine which is west.
okay, cool. And at least, like, it's a 10-person lifeboat, so it'll be hard, but at least start moving
Sure,
in that
yeah. I
direction.
mean, you can start making your way there. It's very
Yeah.
slow moving with one oar and one
Sure.
person.
Sure.
But yeah, you're able to to at least move the boat somewhat in that direction.
Okay.
Keeping it steady at like a due west is very difficult. Sometimes you're moving
Yeah,
southwest, sometimes you're moving northwest, but you're at least
Heading
slowly
west.
slowly heading in that direction. Give me a con check just to see how long you can keep this up. Oh, success. Yeah, you're able to do this for a few hours. And it's quiet, it's peaceful for the first time since
Yeah.
you woke up in a cage in that ship.
Right.
So, but you are getting very tired.
Of course. All right. So I would guess at some point I'm going to wake up one of these guys to take over and then pass out.
All right, who are you going to wake up?
Man. And at that point, I really miss my friend. He would be able to take over, no problem. But I wake up. Who's the bigger one of the two?
Probably Quinn.
Quinn.
He works
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
Okay. So then, yes, I wake up.
But he's also the crankier of the two.
I don't care. I'm going to pass out.
Well, now he's got food to give him, so
Yeah. So I wave some
Thank you.
jerky under his nose.
Solomon,
Try to wake him up.
as you're sleeping, do me a favor. Just roll me a Constitution.
Alright. Fail.
Make a note
Oh.
of that somewhere.
Alright. I have some notes I probably should have pulled up by now, but
You could just classify it as random
Yeah.
Constitution checks.
yeah.
All right. So you wake up Quinn.
I wake up Quinn. Quinn,
Yes.
jerky. Look, got a little protein here for you.
Perfect.
Awesome.
He's a much sunnier. Wake him up out of a dead sleep on a boat than a guy than I thought he'd be.
Quinn is super charismatic.
That's true. Yeah.
got that charisma.
Charisma.
Anyway,
Watch Toast of London.
okay.
Yeah, his charm is way up there. So
It's true. He's even charming when you wake him up out of a dead sleep on a soaking wet on a boat
yeah.
in the middle of
Okay.
nowhere.
And then I hand him the oar, I hand him a jerky, and I'm
All
like,
right. And
West
we have
is
any
out.
idea? Oh, excellent.
West is that way, and I put the compass in front of him on the bench in front of him, like, West is that way. I need to get some sleep,
Well, you do that.
and then I pass out.
And you're able to, similar to Jerome, and you're stronger than he is, so you can make a little bit better headway, but it takes some time if if you're rowing. Again, same as him, it's dark, it's quiet, not much going on.
Okay. Yeah, I just keep rowing. Keeping a close eye on that compass, keeping a close eye out on the horizon around me. But
Sure.
But yeah, that's
it's
what
starting to lighten up a bit, actually.
doing.
So you feel like it's very early morning.
And there wasn't any blankets or anything like that in this
If there were, they didn't make it through all of the.
Right. So there isn't anything like that for shelter. So we're gonna have to probably hide underneath the seats for shelter and row at night, because the sun will kill us otherwise if we.
However, the sun warming you up sounds good right now until it starts to burn you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Roll me a con check, please, Quinn Quigley. Just to see how long.
Sure.
Success. Yeah, you're able to go on really for... You got a few hours of sleep. You're feeling pretty good. So you can probably row another 4 hours. Again, you're going slowly, but making some progress without any real issue.
Yeah, and like I said, I know we need to, preserve ourselves a little bit and stay out of the sun, because I know from falling asleep with the pool how exhausting that is.
Yeah. Your time at the beach resorts have served you well.
So we'll definitely need to spend some time hiding under whatever shade that those seats would provide.
Yeah, and basically between the seats and also at especially the benches at the front and the back is probably, again, you could probably fit one of you comfortably up at the front, and even 2 of you in the back, but again, it depends on how the sun is moving, how much shade there is. But again, there are plenty of benches to at least provide a little bit of enough shade. So yeah, you're able to row for a while, and if you want to keep rolling for a few hours, you do see the sun starting to come up behind you.
Okay.
So the compass is working.
Well, that would be that would be a good indicator of that.
Yeah. It's still a very overcast and cloudy day.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we can definitely keep working as long as the sun doesn't actually come out. And
yeah, so far the morning is the morning is really not too bad. So it's bright enough where you can see that there is nothing around you, but not bright enough where you feel like you're going to start to burn. At least right now. Now, as the time goes on and as the morning turns into afternoon, who knows? But right now, you're probably it's basically dawn at this point.
So yeah, I'll just keep on going.
Yeah. So again, eventually, like I said, after a few hours, you're going to start to get tired of rowing, and you
actually, while everybody is sleeping, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and grab that flare gun and flares and tuck them away into my belt in case I see something I need to shoot at, like if it's somebody to get for a rescue, or if it's an enemy or whatever I might need it for. I want to grab those flare gun and flares and just
sure
tuck them away for now.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to hoard them or hide them or anything. I'm just making them. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you've only gotten about 2.5 hours of sleep because Jerome did not do very well in his Constitution check. So after about probably 4, we'll even say 5 hours, because you're a pretty hardy guy. And you're not going very quickly on this because again you're using one oar. You do start to get tired as you do this. There again, nothing around you but the deep blue sea, which looks gray to you right now because of the coloring in the sky. The seas are calm though, so that's good.
Okay, yeah, we just keep rowing.
Yeah, you're done rowing. You can't row
Okay.
anymore.
Yeah, then.
You can wake up Graham if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that.
So it's up to you if you want to go to sleep, but you're just too tired to continue rowing at this point.
I'll just keep an eye out for a while.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to exhaust myself, but I know how monotonous the rowing can be, so we'll have a little chat.
Sure.
I'll have a little chat.
What are you going to talk about? Because this is a podcast.
I'm just going to talk about what...
Why don't you say it
I don't
in
have any
character, 'cause
real
that's
philosophy on what's going on or what we're going to find when we get there. But I have some ideas that wherever we arrive, we're going to need to be very careful of whoever we do encounter because they could be involved in whatever this is since we don't really know anything about where we're going.
Yes. It could be.
So even when we do make
savages.
land, we should probably start heading north in the boat.
By the by, can we just add up these rations and see how long those are going to last us?
Yeah, well, you're a doctor, right? You can probably
Yeah.
figure that out best.
I can't imagine it's many rations.
No. I do remember reading Mutiny on the HMS Bounty, and they managed to snag birds out of the air. So we could maybe look at doing something like that, just taking your shirt and just basically capturing it in your shirt and then killing it and eating every bit of it, including the bones.
Yeah, you know, if we do have to eat something, we do need a certain amount of fat, or we won't be able to digest and process the protein of the meat. So
Right, so that's why I say those
Alright.
birds would be...
Look at the doctor with advice.
Yeah.
All right.
so basically, you can't wait till everyone's emaciated to start cannibalism. You gotta.
ease your way into cannibalism.
Otherwise,
So-
won't do no good.
Kind of eyeing them up. Which one
The name
looks
of this
like-
episode is The Long Road to Cannibalism.
So which one looks plumper?
I would think
Why don't
the
you just go to sleep? You deserve it. You need some rest.
It's been 6 hours.
Yeah.
Dip a toe into cannibalism. That's a good one, actually.
How solid are these benches?
Oh, they're very solid.
So they're worked in nice and tight. All right.
Roll me a luck to see if there's one that got loosened up, though, especially at the front when you guys hit the water.
Sure. Oh, I'm in edit mode. Boom.
What?
Well, it's a 64.
64 versus
70,
70,
so
I
it's a
guess. But
success.
yeah, that character she got all
It is
fucked
a
up
success, but I don't know what it's
with. Yeah, that's weird.
weird there.
You rolled a pink square.
Yeah.
But it is a success, so.
Yeah, so there's one up at the front of the lifeboat.
I'm going to go ahead and start working it out,
Okay.
just so we have another option for a weapon, or even maybe a paddle.
Yeah.
Depending upon where it might come in.
We'd make better
useful.
progress with 2 oars. That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking we would be good for either or there. So,
As it were.
yes.
The left oar or the right oar.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's going to take some time to do it without, one, overexerting yourself, and two, breaking anything.
Right, I'm not working real
Right.
hard at it.
Yeah. But yeah, after a few hours, and again, you guys can work together to do this as you're passing around the other oar to, again, you're making your way west, to some degree or another. It's hard to see how much progress you're making, but you're definitely moving in that direction. And you're... I'm going to read Bromenard's joke here, just for shits and giggles here. Two cannibals are eating a clown. One cannibal says to the other, "Does this taste funny to you?"
Yeah.
Anyway. So
I could go for some clown.
Yeah, you're able to pull out the that plank. Now, again, it's a pretty big plank, but you do have it.
It could also be used as a tiller. I mean, we've got options. So
yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, it's awkward, but you can use it to row.
Yeah.
It's not super heavy. It's just the size of it.
It's
makes
not
it
a
unwieldy.
right.
Yeah.
It's not a handle.
Yeah.
There's
No.
no handle on it. Yeah.
No, that would be the downside.
Yeah, basically you're holding it in like the middle, and then rowing like that. So it's a little uncomfortable, but it would work. Or to Michael's point, you can use it as like a tiller in the back to keep you moving in the same direction, help you move in the same direction. But you basically you could either move straighter or faster. Those are your
And
two
probably
options.
straighter would be the better. That way you're not wasting a bunch of time zigzagging. So using it as a tiller is probably the best play there.
Okay, and you could even mix it up.
Okay. Yeah.
So, go ahead. Sorry,
No, just start taking shifts then.
Yep.
Best we can.
Yeah.
All right.
2 people on, 1 person resting, and then just rotate through the stations.
Sure. Jerome, check your pockets, and you notice
Okay.
you do not have that tiger claw thing anymore.
Ah, damn it. That sucks.
That has been lost. But yeah, you guys are, throughout the course of the day, and Solomon, you figure there's probably, if you really ration, 3, maybe 4 days of jerky, and probably...
Because it's supposed to be enough for like 10 people in there.
Touche. All right.
But we should still ration
You
it.
got me on that one. Yeah. So basically, you've got a week's worth of food and water. How about that?
Okay. There you go.
And you can ration that down, a little bit more if you wanted to be very careful. Obviously, you want to make sure that you have enough water. And there is more water than jerky. But that jerky's so salty that all you want to do is drink more water.
When the first water bottle's empty, you start peeing in it. We've all seen Better Call Saul, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I have. That was a great show.
All right. No one grab the tiger up. God, man.
So take that off of your...
But I still have the hunting knife.
Sure.
Yes, I still have the hunting knife.
Actually, I'll say because you had a couple. You did take, I think, 2 of them. The one that was in your hand is long gone because that would.
Okay.
And then the other one that was sort of tucked into your belt is still there.
Okay, fair.
You do still have your gun, Solomon, but I think you ran out of bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got the flare gun as well.
Right.
Oh, I had the flare gun unless you wanted to.
No, Quinn has that. So at least right now.
lose my Derringer, I'm sure. So,
Yeah, your Derringer was gone even before then, I believe.
well, it was empty, but I'm sure I lost it. Yeah.
So, unless there's anything you want to discuss, day turns into night.
Just keep going. Don't stop.
Are you all going to continue this? Or are you going to take turns where two of you are up and one of you sleeps?
I guess we just keep the shifts going
Yeah,
as long as possible.
Makes
All right.
sense to me.
Who is awake and paddling on the first shift?
I can be paddling. I mean, somebody else is on the tiller.
I mean,
person's
if we're-
resting, so
Yeah, if we're doing this just cycling through, then and it goes back to the beginning, then it would be me awake and somebody else awake and one person sleeping.
All right, so we'll say right now we've got Jerome and Quinn.
Okay.
Then Jerome and Solomon. Then Solomon and Jerome. Wait, no.
No.
Jerome and Quinn, then
We just
Quinn
need to
and
keep track
Solomon.
of who's sleeping. That's
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's better. So Solomon sleeping first, then Jerome, then Quinn.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
so give me Jerome and Quinn. Just roll me a D100 and tell me if you want high or low.
High.
All right, so both of you.
I'm gonna go low then.
Okay.
And I got an 18.
All right, that's low. Please roll me yours, Jerome.
All right, D100.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, nice, smooth. I mean, again, it's a pain in the ass, but nothing goes wrong.
Cool.
Jerome then goes to bed, wakes up Solomon. Solomon and Quinn, same thing. Roll me a high or low. And which do you want? Or
I'll stick
D100?
with what I was doing. Oh, guess not.
Well, I'll take high then. Well, yeah, there we go.
So as you're rowing, who's rowing and who's at the till?
He's more used to rowing, so probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So Solomon, you feel resistance as you have the plank in the water.
I tried to pull it up, see if it's stuck on some seaweed or something.
Yeah, you pull it out, and no, there's nothing there.
Peer over the side.
And as you peer over the side, you see a dark shadow in the dark water.
Oh man.
Shark, I say.
And as you yell out "shark," the boat from the back lurches downward very quickly. Not enough to go under, but just enough to jerk you back. You have to hold on so you don't fall out the back. You drop the plank. It's in the boat. Everything's fine. Don't worry about that. And then the boat rights itself. And of course, you notice this as well, Quinn.
Yeah, we was out. Obviously, noticed that. I'm gonna pull the paddle in and first ask what happened.
I think we just got attacked by a shark.
Okay, I will put
There's
the
something in the water anyway.
paddle away and pull the flare gun out with a flare in it.
The boat lurches downward at the front now, so much that you can see just a little bit of the salt water pour into the boat from the front, and then comes
but I don't
back
see
up
a
very
creature
quickly.
or anything.
Roll me a spot hidden, but
And I'll make sure to wake up Jerome there, tell him to hold on.
Yeah, I did have a success.
So
I'm not
as
sure
the
why
boat
my-
is down, the front of the boat is down because you'll be looking in that direction with the oar. As you're pulling the oar out, again, you see a dark shadow in the dark waters.
Okay, but it's in the water. I'm not going to be able to shoot it with a flare gun.
That's quitter talking. I won't stand for it.
Yeah, it's just not going to work. So I will trade back for the paddle. I'm going to put the flare gun carefully away into my pocket or whatever. Into my pocket. And then grab the paddle in both hands.
Okay.
And be prepared to use it as a weapon if I see this thing again.
All right. It is. And you woke up, Jerome?
Yeah, because the boat's in danger of.
And you probably would have,
tipping.
with all of that movement, you probably would have.
Yeah, I probably would have woken up.
Where
yeah.
in the boat you might have been in the front, Jerome, sleeping because they with Quinn in the middle and Solomon in the back.
Oh, well, with one paddle, surely you want to paddle from the front.
You
From
want
the
to paddle.
back.
No, that's true. That's true.
Oh,
Now,
So
from
you're
the back,
probably-
you'll go all over the place.
Yeah, so you're probably in the
Oh,
middle.
okay.
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, you would have noticed the boat rocking.
Okay.
For a number of long, tense moments, nothing happens. You're looking around. Go ahead. Sorry, Quinn.
Say I'm keeping an eye out over the edge.
Okay, looking at the
Same.
front.
Yeah, I'll be at the
Look over the front. Okay, I'll be on the right side, looking over the edge.
All right, Solomon.
I'm just holding on for dear life,
Okay.
just hugging a bench.
Yeah. uh, after what seems like an eternity, again, from behind the boat, you feel this crash. It doesn't move downward, but it moves forward very quickly. Not enough to, knock you off, but you all need to brace yourselves and hold on. Well, Solomon already was holding on. You don't see anything from the directions you were looking. Again, another minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes goes by, and there's nothing. Until finally, there is a ear-piercing screech. And all of a sudden, from the left side of the boat, comes this huge crash. The boat tips almost on its side. Biggins, your arm is now in the water as you're holding on to the side of the boat. And you're afraid that it is going to tip over entirely. And then it crashes back down level. Do me a favor, Quinn. Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. So that is a fail.
Solomon, give me a spot hidden. Because you're
Okay.
probably facing that same direction, although hugging onto the...
I see a bench spot hidden.
Success.
Success.
What you see just to the left of Quinn is what looks like a pretty big fish fin come out of the water, come back in, and then two arms, which look like two left arms, by the way, come out of the water and grab right at Quinn, and that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Sounds like a sand roll.
For Solomon, sure, yeah.
Sure. I think I just accidentally closed my character sheet. Hang on. There it is. Sanity. Where are you at?
You've been
There
pretty
you
good
are.
with these so far.
My
But not
intelligence is-
today, so you will lose 1 sanity point.
All right.
And we will pick this up next time.
Now, is this a new creature that he hasn't seen before?
Seemingly.
So you'll also gain 1 mythos point if that's the
Oh,
case.
yes, you get a mythos point, too. I forgot about those mythos points. Thank you, Michael. We need the Martinells to help keep me honest here, because I don't know how to play this game. All right, so that is where we will end tonight's game. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on RPG Fridays for NightWatch, the prequel, episode number 5. What was the dip a toe into cannibalism? And we will be back maybe next week, hopefully with Dragonlance. But if not, we will be back with this, unless something else happens. Last week we were not here because I did not get back on time.
He missed his boat.
Yeah, I literally missed my boat. That's how funny that was.
And he's taking it out on us.
Yep. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us as always. For Chuck and Gaz, who couldn't bother to be here tonight, Kemchan, Michael, and Sedge, I am Adam saying good night. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And we will see you next time on Atomic Peanut Butter Group. Bye.
Bye now.
We'll just we'll end an hour early. I didn't really know where to go from here anyway.
I was gonna say, since we're doing a live stream type of thing at this game, there are some things with rolling dice rules, whereas actually on page 194 of the Keeper rulebook, you really don't want to do consecutive rolls against the same skill. And then
so what do you do?
you ask a player to make a skill roll more than once for the same task, greatly reduces the likelihood of the player winning a roll. An investigator with a stealth skill of 50% obviously has a 50% chance of winning at the regular difficulty level. If the player is asked to make the roll twice in succession, they now have a 25% chance. Therefore, if there are 3 guard posts, each has to be passed to enter the base. Other than asking for 3 consecutive stealth rolls, we can go for 1 roll to cover all 3, allowing for 1 winning roll to stand so that no further rolls will be required for a time. Unless the task is significantly harder, then you can raise the difficulty level, so that's where the difficulty levels will come in. But then the dice should really be used to determine who's telling the story. So, like, if it's a fail, the keeper tells what happens. Success, the player tells.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, and of course, if the